let's talk about a concept, a word that has changed the way that I organize everything from my inbox to my shoes. It is the concept of constraint. And in fact, it is my word for 2025. Constraint, or in other words, less is more. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. Constraint, it's not about restriction so much as it is about choice. It's about deciding what or who gets access to your time, your energy, your attention. And when it comes to your digital life, there is so much volume of information and content out there to consume today. It is more important than ever to be practicing constraint. Here's the truth. So many of us, myself included for sure, we don't so much have a tech problem as we do a too much problem. Too much of everything. Too many newsletters, emails, things to do, tasks to do. It is overwhelming at this point in time, the amount of not just information, but expectations, etc., etc. And it all carries over into your digital space and can easily lead to overwhelm and frustration. So one of the biggest ways to mitigate this is by doing less, choosing less, consuming less. So here's the mindset shift that I want to offer to you. Digital minimalism, digital organization isn't so much about having nothing, right? But it's about being very thoughtful in the choices that you make. And that means practicing constraint. So what does that look like? Let's pull up my Miro here. So constraint in your inbox. What emails are allowed to land there? What do you want to unsubscribe from? And what do you want to archive without guilt? I'm a huge fan, huge proponent of archiving anything in your inbox that is over 30 days. And I have a few videos out on how to do that. But the difference that I see in my clients who have the courage to do so is certainly palpable and worth it in my experience. Constraint in your calendar. Just because someone is sending you an invite for an appointment or a meeting or a quick chat or whatever, doesn't mean that you have to say yes, right? So practicing being thoughtful in your yeses is certainly a huge element of constraint. You get to decide what holds your time, right? And choosing what's essential, absolutely essential. And what are your priorities for this season? One of the things I really like to think about is the year broken down into seasons, and no, not just like summer, fall, winter, but more so seasons of your life or of your business or of your family. Things are always in flux and always changing. So having that flexibility around what choices you're making that serve your particular season in time. Okay, and moving down into your notes. So for notes, I see a lot of people who have a ton of different apps, lots of different notebooks, lots of different software platforms that you're using, but I would really, really, really encourage you, even just for 30 days, to try one platform for your notes, something that's both, mobile friendly interface and also you can access on the computer. And then what are you capturing? Are you writing every single thing down or just what is supporting your focus? So that's another huge topic when it comes to notes. And I dive deep into that in a couple other videos that you can find on my channel as well, where I dive into, how to capture notes. And there's also a lot of other people online who are doing great work as well that you can check out. Okay, come back here to you. So when we remove clutter, we are actively choosing less, but we're also making space for the things we want most, right? For more calm, for more ease, for more focus and attention to the things that we want to be focusing on. Our work, our passion, our family, our friends, our community, our home, et cetera, et cetera. But that is the beauty of choosing and being able to then have more of the life you want. And that, my friend, is where the magic really happens. So my challenge for you for the next 7 days is to pick one area, your inbox, your calendar, your notebook, your tasks, and ask yourself, what can I remove? What is no longer serving me in this season? And what should stay? And where can I practice the most constraint? Because organizing isn't about doing more. Ultimately, it's about doing less, but with greater purpose. You have got this, my friend. As always, happy organizing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.